She's the woman the British tabloids love to hate, but what are her crimes against morality? And so our Worst Royals series moves on to history's greatest monster, aka Meghan Markle. Or, at least, that's what the British tabloids want you to think. From the moment she set foot in the United Kingdom, the knives were being sharpened for this American actress with designs on Prince Harry. But is there any fuel to this fire? So let's put Meghan in the hot seat, peruse her worst moments, and see where she stacks up against the rest of the British royal family. We've already covered King Charles, Prince William, and Prince Harry in this series, so it's time to decide whether or not Meghan's many haters have a point. Hello and welcome to Royal Scandal. Please do well to like, subscribe, comment and turn on the notification bell so as not to miss out on any news updates. Number 1. Ditched her rescue dog. In 2012, Meghan adopted a rescue dog at the encouragement of Ellen DeGeneres, naming it Bogart. In a 2013 interview, she described the then 9-month-old Labrador Shepherd as adorable. Bogart must have made a good impression because she later adopted 3 more rescue dogs, Pulla, Guy, and Mia. Sadly, Meghan's ascent to royalty clashed with owning Bogart. The United Kingdom has strict laws on pets moving to the country from overseas, and Bogart didn't make the cut due to his aggressive behavior towards Harry. As such, the poor dog was handed off to her neighbors in Canada where, as far as we know, he remains to this day. Number 2. Didn't wear pantyhose at official engagements. Stop the presses. Soon after Meghan began making official appearances alongside Harry, snooty observers noted that she was wearing dresses or skirts with bare legs. Royal experts promptly went berserk. This breach of dress protocol was so serious the Queen herself got involved. Royal expert Kelly Lynch said that the Queen was pretty progressive, but mandatory pantyhose is ladylike, proper, and appropriate, and it's the one rule she won't budge on, regardless of temperature. Meghan was given a stern talking to and began wearing hose. And, perhaps inevitably, the British tabloids declared she was wearing the wrong shade for her skin tone. Weird thing to say. Number 3. Announced her pregnancy at Princess Eugenie's wedding. Upstaging someone else's wedding is a huge social faux pas, even if you're a princess. Simply put, the bride and groom must be the center of attention, and if you absolutely positively have to make a big announcement, get explicit permission from the happy couple. Meghan was widely reported to have broken that rule at Princess Eugenie's wedding in October 2018. On the day of the ceremony, she and Harry told the royal family their big news, upstaging the big event. This apparently left Eugenie upset, and she told friends she felt the couple should have waited to share the news. Number 4. Ghosted her dad. Thomas Markle and Meghan were very close up until fairly recently. In a now deleted 2016 Instagram post celebrating Father's Day, she said his hugs are the very best in the whole wide world and thanked him for raising her well. 8 years later, and Thomas is persona non grata. Around the time of Harry and Meghan's wedding, Thomas began cashing in on his daughter with a series of tabloid stunts, culminating in him dropping out of the wedding itself and Meghan being walked down the aisle by Charles. Thomas now feels he's been frozen out of her life, can't get in touch with his daughter, and gave an extensive interview criticizing his daughter as cold and that she'd be nothing without me. He's not on good terms with Harry either. On their one phone call, Thomas said, "Maybe it would be better for you guys if I was dead, then you could pretend to be sad." Number 5. Megxit. Rightly or wrongly, much of the blame for Prince Harry giving up his royal responsibilities and departing the UK is placed at Meghan's feet, to the point where the situation is succinctly dubbed Megxit. This was rooted in the royal family's shabby treatment of her. A reported conversation with a friend saw Meghan say, "I gave up my entire life for this family. I was willing to do whatever it takes. But here we are." It's very sad. Internally, the royal family and palace staff are said to blame Meghan, but the couple claim Harry was the instigator for leaving after he became increasingly disillusioned with their duplicitous, backstabbing nature. As for the morality? Well, Harry and Meghan voluntarily cut themselves off from royal funding and many privileges to do this, so we can only assume they believe it's necessary for them and their children. Number 6. Accused of bullying staff. In 2021, the Times newspaper published a bombshell expose alleging Meghan's bullying behavior saw personal assistants left in tears and undermined the confidence of other staff members. The victims went unnamed in the article, though Buckingham Palace press offices expressed concern and hired a private company to investigate the allegations. Meanwhile, Meghan's spokesperson came out swinging. Let's just call this what it is, a calculated smear campaign based on misleading and harmful misinformation, and noted that the story appeared to have been timed to draw attention away from their bombshell Oprah interview. Number 7. Aired dirty laundry in public while Prince Philip was hospitalized. Harry and Meghan's 2021 interview with Oprah Winfrey was the dictionary definition of spilling the tea. The pair were frank about the racism Meghan experienced from the British press and their feeling they'd been hung out to dry by the royal family. Meghan also said she experienced suicidal thoughts and detailed an incident where an unnamed senior royal speculated on her unborn child's skin color. In the wake of the interview, many argued that loyalty to family should come above all else, that it's wrong to put this out while Prince Philip was seriously ill, and that it's hypocritical to plead for privacy while outlining your most personal thoughts to Oprah on international TV for somewhere between $7 to $9 million. Number 8. Campaigns about climate change while using private jets. Finally, something Meghan does that is unambiguously bad. Meghan and Harry claim to have climate activism close to their hearts, with their official Instagram warning that there's a ticking clock to save the planet, and said every choice, every footprint, every action makes a difference, all of which makes it nauseating that the couple chooses to zip around the world on a private jet, which adds much more carbon into the atmosphere than if they were to fly commercial. We can also specifically blame Meghan for this, as Harry is said to be happy to fly commercial but Meghan prefers private jets for security reasons. They will argue that carbon offsetting neutralizes the damage they're causing to the environment, but this is a flimsy excuse for preferring luxury to slumming with the public in first class. Hypocrisy at its finest. Compared to the sex criminals, sociopaths, and just plain weirdos that make up the rest of the royals, Meghan really doesn't look so bad with her score of 20 idiots, making her, so far, the least worst royal. As to why the British press hates her so much, I guess you can be the judge of what specific prejudice is underlying all that. Sure, Meghan is probably vain, incredibly self-centered, and may or may not have a short temper, but if we had to socialize with any of these privileged ghouls, we'd rather it be Meghan. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.